What if I just film this whole video like this? And I was just like, hey, here's all the stuff that I'm packing. Okay, that might be weird. Oh gosh, I'm really comfortable now and I don't want to get up. Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. You might be asking, why the heck am I sitting on my floor? And that is because I am packing for D23. And I just like packing on the floor. I don't know, it's just more comfortable for me to do that kind of stuff. So I am packing my lovely duffel bag. It is a Herschel duffel bag. And I am trying to minimize as much as I can so that I don't have to bring more than just this duffel bag, because I will only be there from Thursday to Sunday, and so, or technically Monday morning. I'm crazy and I booked a red eye from California back to New Jersey. I'm gonna so regret that. It lands at 7:30 in the morning on Monday, but because it's such a short trip, it seems silly to pack more than a duffel bag, so we're gonna try to keep it to that today. So this is just a pack with me for D23, which I'm so excited about. It's my first D23. Now, some of you guys probably saw that there were some issues with like reservations and stuff like that, and I'm gonna be real, I did not get most of the reservations that I wanted. It is what it is. I'm so excited to go. I'm seeing this as a trip to catch up with friends and meet new people, and so I feel like if I look at it that way, it's hard to be disappointed. That, and oh my god, we have decided that we are going to Disneyland definitely one night, maybe more than one night. We'll see how things play out. And that means I'm going to see Galaxy's Edge far, far sooner than I ever thought that I was going to, and I am geeking out. I have somehow avoided spoilers for months. I have avoided Instagram stories. I have avoided most photos. There's been some times where I've like accidentally scrolled through things and like about to see a photo. I'm like, oh my god, no, stop. And I just like keep scrolling. I've seen, definitely seen like a photo of the Millennium Falcon just because they put a lot of that stuff out in like their promotional stuff. But for the most part, I've stayed away from anything about the ride, anything about the stores, and just the atmosphere in general. So somehow I've stayed spoiler-free for Galaxy's Edge as best as possible. So whatever my reaction ends up being when I get there is going to be a true, genuine reaction, because I have no idea what I'm in for, and I am so pumped. Okay, so first I love to pack with packing cubes, and I know normally people use these for like luggage, but I find them also very helpful in duffel bags, so we're still gonna use those. And then, so I've got a few of those, a whole set that I bought from Amazon. I will link that below. They were pretty cheap. I mean, there's more than just these. I think it's something like a 9-piece set, something like that, 7 or 9 pieces, all different patterns. And so I will link that below because they're a godsend. And then I always pack my bag, my backpack. A lot of you guys, if you've like seen me in the parks, have seen me with this backpack. So I'm rocking a Michael K Waves of Disney button. If you guys don't know Michael K, you should. Fantastic channel. Such a nice dude. I got this from him when we hung out last. Of course, I am rocking a TTA button too. I'm gonna have a few of these to hand out on the show floor, so if anyone's going to D23 and you see me, I might have those. I might even have some of the more fancier pins. And then this is what I like to bring with me. Oh, let's see, there you go. I wasn't lying. And Rob's supposed to be stocking me up on some new ones. So this is what I like to bring into the parks, and I will probably have this on the show floor of D23 as well. Okay, so first things first, always have to pack backup batteries. This is for the G7X. I have 2 different chargers, so I can be constantly charging 2 batteries. I have 3 batteries altogether. I'm crazy, but when you vlog, you don't want to run out of power, right? So these will definitely be coming with me. And of course, so will my beloved G7X Mark II. I'm not fancy enough to have the new Mark III, but you know what? That's okay. This will get me through. And then, you gotta have your extra SD cards. I have one in the camera. I have one in this camera right now. And I have actually another one that's been hanging out in here. So I'll transfer that into here. The one thing I will say about these cases, as much as I like them, when you're pulling out your SD cards, I find sometimes they catch and you get more of an issue of your SD card case separating. So I probably will move on to something different from these because they're almost too tight and I find that I'm kind of ruining my cards. So while I have recommended this before, I don't know if I do so much now, to be honest. Okay, so gosh, I still boxes everywhere. I don't know if you can see this box. We're gonna move that. Boxes everywhere. It's, guys, moving into house sucks. Okay, so one of the other things I really like to bring with me as a vlogger and as somebody who would want to live stream, because I don't have the fancy G7X Mark III that can live stream to YouTube, I'd be doing on my phone. So I like having my GorillaPod. It's a small one, but they do sell like really big ones for like DSLRs. And then I have this nifty thing for the phone. So you can change how wide it needs to be to fit your phone. It can fit around cases, whatever. And then you screw this on top of this and then can basically sit it down and live stream. So great for that kind of stuff. Great if I want to do like some cool, interesting Instagram video stuff. It was really cheap off of Amazon and has worked really well for me. So I will also link this down below if that is something that you are interested in as someone who might make videos yourself. So those will definitely both go into the bag that's gonna stay with me all day, as will the extra batteries and the SD cards. That's gotta be on me at all times. Okay, so for clothing, I'm really thinking mostly about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Thursday is my fly-in day and we aren't really doing much otherwise. I will probably pack like an extra t-shirt to go with some shorts. But what I love to do when I fly is wear the most comfortable clothes that I own. So for me, I love a good, apparently wrinkly Madewell t-shirt. Madewell shirts are so soft. I love them. I always buy them on sale because Madewell is a little pricey, but they are one of my favorite companies and they're so soft and they're so comfy, and I'm all about comfort on planes. And then I also like to wear, these are like joggers from Gap. They come in a bunch of different colors and they are so comfy yet look nice enough to like go out in public. I'm not really big on like go on the airplane in your pajamas. Some people do that. By all means, if that's you, cool. I don't like to do that. So I definitely do like to bring like comfy joggers. Again, just put me in the most comfortable clothes that you can for a flight is so important to me. I also run super cold and most flights get pretty cold once they take off. So like to be comfortable for sure. Another thing I recommend to bring, and this has been a thing like for me recently, I use Bluetooth headphones usually when I go out for a run or, you know, just traveling around. But planes, if you want to plug in, 9 times out of 10, you need an actual headset that you can plug in. So don't forget earbuds. Yeah, you can buy them on the plane, but why would you? They're really crappy and they break really fast. So that's Thursday, and then I'll have an extra Madewell shirt for the flight back. I'll wear the same sweatpants. And then, you know, I gotta think about what I'm rocking to not only D23, but also the parks. So one of my favorite shirts that I picked up on a recent trip that you guys probably seen in a haul is this Star Wars shirt. I love it. The only issue I have with it is I have washed it a few times and it is kind of pilling, which is like, you know, when your material starts to almost get like these little pulls. That's a bit of a bummer, but I really, really like the shirt. I love the design. It's probably gonna be worn the day that we go to Galaxy's Edge. And then I still have the tags on this. I haven't even worn it yet. I know, crazy, but how could I not wear There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow shining at the end of every day, which, you know, if you guys listen to the GTA podcast, you know we end with that catchphrase, but, you know, I love Carousel of Progress, so I like the idea of repping Disney World and something over there, over in Disneyland and D23, you know? Gotta show my coast loyalty. One of my other favorite things that I have bought and just adore is this Mickey Mouse dress. It is really comfy. It is really cute. I wore it, I think, in my last couple of trips, both Disneyland and Disney World. It's super, super comfy. It fits super well. And I get a lot of compliments on it. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of become a staple now in my trip ensemble. So of course I have to bring that too. Nothing better than a couple of pairs of shorts to go with the shirts. I don't like to have to think about like what matches what. So they're both denim pretty much. So I can swap those out. And then as always, gotta have good shoes. So I'll probably be packing my Allbirds. I got these as a gift last Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, from my mother-in-law, and they are as comfy as people say. You can wear them without socks, you can wear them with socks. They're wool, so they're meant to be like, you know, cool in the summer and warm in the winter. I don't know. They are pretty comfy. I've worn them in the parks before, so I can definitely vouch for them. I know you're gonna say like, Christine, what's with like the loafers? But I swear by Cole Haan Weekenders, that's what these are called. They are so comfy. The inside is so comfortable. So I just wear these with like no-show socks, and I rock these, and I can walk around in these for quite a long time. I also have Cole Haan sneakers. I swear by Cole Haan for comfortable shoes. Like, they are my go-to brand for park stuff. I know people don't think about them first when it comes to like sneakers and stuff, but they often have crazy cushy insides, and that's really important to me. I need like that extra padding. And of course I can't go to the parks or anywhere really without rocking some ears. I know you're hearing that and you're going, what the heck? I mean, guys, I paid for these custom Esmeralda ears. I'm gonna wear them as much as humanly possible, and maybe wearing them around Jersey is a little weird, so I will be packing these for the trip. I also have these other custom ears that are super cute and super Halloween-y, and because it's already Halloween season in Disney, which makes me so excited, because Halloween is a season, guys. It is a lifestyle, and I'm so glad that it seems to be almost overtaking Christmas in popularity. I never thought I'd see that day come. So of course I got my little ghosty ears here. I will link to both places I got these ears from. I believe this is Nicole Rose Crafts and this is Modern Mouse Boutique. I will link down below who I got what from. You can definitely check out their ears, they're amazing. Of course, because I'm a big makeup person, even though I'm not really wearing a lot of it right now, I always bring at least one like full palette. That's just me. I just like to have a lot of colors and things to like choose from, depending on how I'm feeling. So right now, I'm a big Jeffree Star fan in terms of his actual cosmetic products. They're fantastic, they're vegan, the color payoff is amazing. I'm super into his stuff. 90% of what you guys see me wear on the channel is Jeffree Star. So I just got his latest Jawbreaker palette. It is super colorful. It's like the perfect summer kind of palette. Really crazy bold colors, really fun to wear. I think would be really fun when I'm there. So 100% always gotta have one of those. And then also going into my bag is I always bring, and this thing has gotten so beat up over the years, but I always bring my backup battery charger because, you know, I actually learned this lesson from cons before even the parks. I go to Comic-Con often, I've been many, many years, and the first year I went, it was such a struggle to find a way to charge my phone. And when you're in a lot of those buildings, at least that I find, you get terrible service, so your phone starts to die because it's like always looking for service, or you might be trying to post something and it's like struggling to post on Instagram and your battery just starts to drain. And then I would walk around and the few outlets that were up against walls were just, everyone was sitting there and charging their phones. It was impossible to find something. Fortunately, now a lot of cons do have areas where you can charge your phone, but even then, you might walk over there and then they're all taken up. So that was where I really first bought my backup battery charger, but then learned that obviously in the parks it's hugely helpful as well. This one can charge 2 devices at the same time. You can see how much charge they have by hitting the middle button, and obviously they're both charged up, but they have separate charges. So, you know, if 2 things are being charged at the same time, they're not pulling from each other's charge, which is nice. And this thing actually got really wet in Disney World in January, and I got really worried that it was gonna have an issue because a water bottle spilled in my bag. And aside from blinking all weirdly for 2 or 3 days while I slowly just let it drain, that's it. It bounced back and it works great. So I can totally say that even if you spill a water bottle on it, Anchor battery chargers will definitely hold up. So that is a must. And then I have to always have that in this bag with me. And then another thing, first of all, when I travel by plane, this is a given. But when I know I'm going to be also standing in line at the con and stuff, and you know, I might go off on my own in some cases, I 100% absolutely have to take my Switch with me. I'll actually probably change up to my cool yellow Joy-Cons, but it's amazing on planes. It keeps me busy for hours. The charge lasts a really long time, but I bring my charger with me. And in the case of now sharing like a room with people and having 4 Joy-Cons, like I can bring the extra Joy-Cons and we can maybe play like Jackbox Party Pack or something. Like it's definitely become a huge favorite for me as a gamer because it's so portable and it's so easy to bring the dock and the HDMI cable and then hook it up to a hotel TV. So those are most of the bigger major things I'm packing. I'm not going to show you guys me packing my underwear or my socks because that's weird. But for the most part, that's what I'm thinking, especially for a short trip like this. That's what I'm packing for D23. I guess it was a little less of a pack with me, more of just this is what I'm packing, but you know what I mean. I hope that I will see you guys there. I know a lot of you guys are going, so please, please, if you see me on the show floor, say hi. I will have buttons to give out. I love talking to people. I have no idea what content's gonna come of this, obviously vlogs, but beyond that, I've got some other things in the works, but we'll see. We'll see what we create from this, and I'm really excited. Thank you guys for watching. If you are heading to D23, let me know in the comments below. If you are not and you're just gonna catch the news after the fact, let me know in the comments below, what are you looking forward to the most? What panel is interesting to you? What news do you want to hear? If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, you should subscribe to make videos every single week. I hope it's not getting too dark. It's like 5:30 already. I feel like my natural light is waiting. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great rest of the day. Bye.